Hey guys, it's Donna, and thanks so much for being part of this Patreon community. I'm really excited about all the possibilities here. And today we're going to be sharing a special kids yoga class. And it is, I know many of you are mums and dads and grandmas and grandpas. And so this is for one of the little ones in your life who loves Frozen. Yes, Frozen. This is also in coordination with your freebie, your Frozen Kids Yoga lesson plan. So this will show you how to do many of the poses from that. All right, are you ready? Let's clear space and let's get our Frozen yoga on. All right, so we are gonna open our cute little gift bag here and reach in. Inside I have all kinds of little cards. They're actually made from cupcake toppers, so they're just small. And on the back of each one is the name of a pose. Here, I'll show you one up close so you can see how I did this. Right, so there we have Anna, the cupcake topper. And on the back, we have the pose. Anna is dancer's pose. Okay. All right, standing up. And you can do a little dance or a tiny dancer, as I like to call it, okay? By simply taking one leg back, extending through the hip, standing tall on the front leg, and taking your arms out in front. So you have a nice little tiny dancer, a la Elton John, right? Or if you want to make this a little bit more challenging, you can lift up the back leg, just like that. Okay, and then you get the whole back body to engage. Or maybe bend that back knee, that's kind of fun. Or reach, see if you can find it. And maybe you tip yourself over. And looking up is gonna make it harder. Maybe you got that, that's pretty tough. And bringing it all the way down. Okay, other side. Take a leg back. Nice little tiny dancer. Feel free to stay here if you'd like. Or lifting up in the back leg. Bend that back knee. Maybe you reach for the foot. And into dancer's pose, right? Making it challenging. Look up, look up, look up. Oh, you guys rock. All right. So there we have Anna's dancer pose. Okay, so what's next? Oh, we've got a bunch of our Frozen friends, and on the back of this one says sledding. Okay, so to go sledding, you'll take your mat or carpet or whatever you've got going on, and you can sit lengthways. I'm gonna do it this way because I want some handles on the side of my mat, right, on my sled. So you gotta get on your sled. Fantastic. And we are at the top of a very steep tobogganing hill. Okay, are you ready? Ready to scooch, 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 and whee! Oh no, there's some bumps. Bump, 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 bump. Oh no, gonna miss that tree. And miss another tree. Woo! Whoa! Awesome! Oh no, there's a huge jump. Whoa! And crash. Ugh. Well done. Sledding, sledding. Feel free to take a second run at that sledding hill. But then you gotta trudge your sled all the way back up to the top to do it again. It's part of the fun sledding. Okay, next. Oh, we have a picture of Elsa. And on the back of this one says castle. So remember in Frozen 1, how when Elsa leaves her home and she goes up into the mountains and she builds this amazing, amazing ice castle to live in, right? So if you have a buddy, this can be a partner pose. So if you're doing this with one of your littles, or if you've got two kids doing it together, do it together. Okay, we'll do the version. I will attempt to do a partner pose all by myself, but you can imagine, right? If you and your partner stand a little bit apart and lift your hands up so that your hands touch one to another, and then lean in. So you make a big old castle. You can make it even bigger by taking your legs wide and taking your arms wide. Lean into your friend. So you can make a castle that way. Another way to make a castle is all by yourself. Just take your legs out, your toes out, bend your knees, make that nice solid foundation, and reach up to the top of your castle. Big breath in, big breath out. Fabulous. All right, there's your ice castle. Next. Oh, another Elsa. In this one, we're gonna look at the elements, right? So in Frozen 2, it talks all about those elements, right? And the very first one that we're introduced to is the fire salamander, right? He's so cute. He runs around and burns things down, and then Elsa calms him down. All right, so your thumbs, oh, I should be closer for this one, because we're just doing fingers. There we go. Your thumbs are your little fire salamanders. See, they're all wiggly going through the forest. Okay, so that's your fire salamander, that's your fire finger. Now, we know by the end of Frozen 2 that Elsa is the one that brings them all together, right? And so Elsa is your top finger, okay? That's your Elsa finger or your ether finger. Brings everything all together, holds space for everything, okay? And there's a few other elements, right? There's gale, right? That wind that blows, okay? And the wind is right here. That's your wind finger. Okay, so we got fire, wind, Elsa. And then we've got two more, right? So you've got those big, huge stone giants. That's this one. That's your fourth finger. Because if you try to just move your fourth finger, it's the hardest one to move all by itself, just like it's hard to move the earth. So if you try just to move that fourth finger all by itself, it's kind of hard. Where the other ones, it's like, oh, I got those. Yeah, can do the pinky. Okay, and especially if you've ever put your hand down on a surface, it's easy to pick your thumb up, your index finger up, your middle finger up, your pinky finger up, and then try and pick up that stone finger. That's your stone giant finger. Okay, then this one right here, that is the deepest place on earth. That's your oceans, that's your water. It's your water horse. Okay, so you have your fire salamanders, wind gale, Elsa, stone giants, and water horses. There you go. Now you know all of your finger elements. Okay, let's find out what's next. Alrighty. Ooh, there we go. So it's a picture of Elsa and Anna, and we are going to do the fire salamander pose. Okay. So for your fire salamander, okay, coming onto your hands and knees, you can wiggle around a little bit because he moves fast, right? And then bringing one foot forward, you know, got your cute little waggly fire salamander tail, okay? Pressing into the ground, you're gonna come up and we're gonna breathe out fire. Are you ready? That's it. You can breathe fire one way, and breathe fire the other way. Fabulous. And now we're going to switch legs. Okay? So take that foot back, bring the other foot forward. Okay. Wag that cute little salamander tail. Bringing up. Let's breathe some fire. Big breath in. And one way. And the other way. Fantastic. All right. Moving on. Oh, this is a good one. Who's that? Yeah, it's Kristoff. Okay, now can you remember what Kristoff's job is, what he does for a living? You have to think all the way back to Frozen 1 at the very beginning. Okay, all those big strong guys are out on the water chopping ice, right? He's an ice chopper. So that's what we are going to do. We are going to be chopping some ice. Okay. So to chop some ice, you need your feet a little bit apart so we don't chop off your toes. Okay? Get your axe. Take it all the way up chop. All the way up and chop. One more time, up and chop. Fantastic. Okay, now you've got some chopped ice, but we gotta get it on the sled. So reach down and take your ice tongs and lift it up. It's really, really heavy and slide it onto the sled. All right, one more time. Grab that big, huge block of ice, get it up and slide it over. Well done. Okay, now we'll let Sven take the sled, and that's what his job is, right? He gets to pull the sled. Okay, next. Oh, we have a picture of Elsa and, oh no, I forgot his name. How could I forget his name? The snowman. What's his name, guys? What's his name? Oh, it's in here somewhere. Olaf. How could I forget Olaf? No, brain fart moment. So we have Elsa and Olaf. And you remember in the first movie, in Frozen 1, at the beginning, when Elsa and Kristoff were going through the woods and were going to go up into the mountain to find Elsa, and they got chased, right? They got chased by something. Can you remember what they got chased by? Yeah, wolves, that's right. All right, there it is, wolves. We're gonna do our wolf pose. All right, hands and knees for this. Wag your wolfy tails. Very nice. Lower those wolf hips, lift the wolf nose, and let's howl at the moon. Oh! And take your tails back again. Bring the hips forward, lift up, and howl. Oh! I'm sure you were awesome howlers. Okay, next we have Sven. Right? There's our lovely Sven. He's so much fun. And so we are going to do reindeer pose. All right, to be a reindeer, okay, we sit down and we add our beautiful reindeer antlers. And reindeer are very cautious animals, and they're always on the lookout for danger and for predators, right? Maybe those wolves are coming after them. And so if we look around nice and slow, on alert, that's it. And come all the way back, looking the other way. Beautiful. Let's do that one more time. Twisting, looking over one side, coming back to center, looking to the other side, and center. Fantastic. Oh, what else is in our Frozen lesson plan today? We've got a picture of Elsa and Anna, and this card is telling us that we get to do gale pose, or the wind element. Okay. To be the wind. Okay. I want you to imagine that your arms are the wind flowing. And maybe it blows high in the leaves of the trees. And maybe it blows low and makes up a dust storm. Maybe it blows fast and furious. Or maybe slowly and gently like a breeze. That's it. And gently be calm. And take a deep breath in. And a full breath out. Fantastic. All right, you ready? Next, our next one is, oh yes. Got a picture of the sisters again, and this time we are going to be the stone giants. So as you become a stone giant, I need you to embrace heavy in your body. Be heavy. And take big, giant steps. Just like the stone giants. And maybe you throw your rocks. And another one. Remember, they're heavy. You are strong, but they are heavy. Big steps. Chuck those rocks. Yeah. There you go. Fantastic stone giants. Okay, what's next? Ooh. See, so many pictures of these princesses for us today. Warm and cool breath. So this is our Elsa Anna breath. Okay. Now, this is a really fun one because you can change the temperature of your breath by changing the shape of your mouth. Okay, so if you imagine that it is a cold day and the window on your car is all fogged up, okay, or icy. And how would you then make a space so you can see through? I remember doing this on the bus when I was a kid as we were going to school and it was all foggy on the window of the bus. Right? You open your mouth wide, so you have your window, you open your mouth and you go, right? Nice big round breath. And feel it on your window, on your hand, right? And what temperature is it? It's warm. Yeah. So that is your Elsa. No, that's your Anna breath. Okay? So your big warm breath is Anna. And then you have Elsa, right? So for an Elsa cool breath, imagine that you're blowing out a candle. So bring up a candle and you purse your lips and make them really small and blow out that way. Try that again. What temperature is it now? It's cool. That's your Elsa breath. So Anna, it's warm. Elsa, it's cool. Just by changing the shape of your mouth. Warm breath, cold breath. All right, we've got some more in here. Oh, of course, we have to do Elsa. Okay, and for Elsa, we're going to do Warrior 2. So, coming onto your mat, and take a big step back. That's it. And one hand's going to go forward, and one hand's going to go back. Nice. And imagine all the strength and power and magic in your fingers, and shoot some icicles out. And behind you, shoot them up. Switch your legs. Wow. Again. Other way. This time shoot it up. And notice all the beautiful snowflakes and crystals floating to the ground. All right, here we have Kristoff and Sven. And can you remember who Kristoff's family is? Right, they're the trolls, right? And how do the trolls move around? They roll, right? So we are going to practice some rolling. Huh? So to practice rolling, one way to practice rolling, okay, is to keep looking up so that you don't bonk the back of your head. Maybe you can hang onto your knees and you roll back and up, right? Back and up. Keep looking forward, back and up. Right? You can try that a few times and see if you can do that and get all the way back up. Maybe if you're older and stronger, you can roll all the way to standing. Okay? Give that one a try. So you roll back and all the way up and down. All the way up. Fantastic. Now you know how to roll like a troll. We've got our lovely sisters again, and this card is inviting us to do our water horse pose. So water horse. Now we're going to get on our horse, so you have to, just like Elsa, she tames the water horse, and so she gets on that horse and sits on its back, okay, and holds onto the reins, okay, and then do you know how to make a horse go? You know what you have to say? You have to say, giddy up, right? So give your horse a pat, And they can giddy up. You can ride your horsey around the room. You can ride in a circle. You could be a cowgirl or cowboy, right? With your lasso. And then how do we make a horse stop? Do you know? Yes, you have to say, whoa. And then pat your horse, thank it for the awesome ride, and climb off. Next. Oh, there he is, Olaf. Olaf is so funny in these movies, right? So we are going to do our Olaf pose. All right. So to do Olaf, we're actually going to sing a song. And there's actions for the song, and the actions are very simple. You have to make a snowman with 1, 2, 3 balls, okay? 1, 2, 3, just like that. And then the rest of it makes total sense as we sing the song. So join in with me. Once there was a snowman, snowman, snowman. Once there was a snowman, tall, tall, tall. In the sun he melted, melted, melted. In the sun he melted, small, small, small. There you go. Feel free to do that again if you like. Oh, what else do we have? A couple more. Oh, it's our last one for today. Ah, there it is. Beautiful Elsa, beautiful Anna. All right, so we have Anna here. And do you remember in Frozen 2 that Elsa sends Olaf and Anna away, right? And she creates a special thing for them to leave in, and it's an ice canoe, right? And then they go floating down the river in the ice canoe. So we are going to get into our very own ice canoe. All right. The first thing, before you get in any boat, you should always make sure safety first, right? So you need to wear a boat coat or a life jacket, right? 1, 2, get that life jacket on, zip it up, buckle it up. Now you're safe to go in the canoe. All right. So sitting up tall, and you can have your feet in front of you. Maybe you keep your toes on the ground. That's awesome. And then we're going to take our oars, right? Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. If you see a snow giant, don't forget to... We don't want to wake them up. Very good. All right, now, if you think you can do it, you can do a little bit more difficult version. See if you can come up onto tippy toes. Oh, stay in your boat, that's it. Maybe you let go. Maybe you even float those toes up off the ground. Look how strong you are. You're totally rocking this. And bring it all the way down. Fabulous. Well, my friends, it has been a pleasure, an absolute pleasure sharing with you some of the many fun things that are in store in your kids yoga Frozen Disney lesson plan here on Patreon. If you enjoyed today's lesson, I encourage you to share it with somebody. Share it with a friend, right? Ask them to become a member of our Patreon group so that we can do more classes just like this. And for all of my students who are joining in from the many schools and organizations that I work with, know that I am missing you and I'm wishing you well, that you have health and happiness and that you're enjoying your time with your family. This is a special, special and unique time of your life as well as theirs. And I know that we can do this all together. Have patience with one another, be kind, be compassionate, all right? So we are going to end with a gentle Shavasana, okay? If you'd like to lay down on your mat, okay? Taking a moment, find some space. Your knees can be bent. You can lay on your side or on your back. Breathe in breathe out. And imagine gentle snowflakes falling from the sky, landing on your forehead, on your cheeks, maybe on your tongue, on your shoulders, your hands, your belly, your legs, your feet. Feel the soft, gentle caress of the snow. Enjoy the quiet as the snow falls. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time. And then waking up. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for more wonderful yoga classes and resources just for you. You guys are awesome. Namaste.